So this is Flight Doc Reviews. Good morning. We're going to have a look at CYYJ Victoria, the newest effort from Roman Design. Here's the situation of CYYJ on Vancouver Island off the west coast of Canada, and you can see it's just south of Vancouver, just north of Seattle. The runway layout is more or less east-west and north-south with the X, very typical runway layout, and we're going to fly that route today. Here's what the airport looks like without the expansion. Front, very generic boxes with windows, and the terminal, very generic boxes with windows and a couple of jetways. And then this is what it looks like afterwards with the transparent glass, the actual layout of the buildings, the proper lineage, yellow, red, and white, and from the front, the passenger arrival area, beautiful. Just beautiful in detail. You can hardly believe how much detail goes into these new airports. And the glass, again, beautiful, transparent, parallax, passengers in there, the bushes, the lights, the banners, it's all there. We're going to take off from the also rebuilt Cab 5, I believe it is, the float plane dock just off the west of the airport. Doesn't get a lot of use, but it is added, and if you happen to like float planes like I do, it's a really welcome addition to see this kind of thing added. It's a great bonus to the airport in Victoria. So in the DHC-2 Beaver, and we're going to do a little bit of touring from the air to have a look at CYYJ and Roman Design's effort.
Tied to Haviland, 2 miles northwest of Victoria, 200 feet.
A lot of fun flying the Beaver. This is the Sunshine Coast livery. I can't remember who made it, but you can pick it up on flightsim.to. Here we come. We're going to fly from west to east, more or less runway 09 and 227, parallel more or less. And we got a good look at both this. Yeah, not so much the float dock, not enough time. Some of the new hangars there, and hangars left and on the right, as well as the fire hall down and forward to our right. And there's runway 09 coming up there now. Lovely day. The train is so beautiful, and it's just one part of what we get in this latest iteration from FlightSim. And all this commercial area on the left here, as you can see, and on the right as well, some of the old hangars, and to our right now and below, some of the newer hangars. And yeah, you can see the the private piloting area and the flight club just below us, and the tower just below us now. And over to the right and left, and we're going to have to make a turn and come back around, and we'll try and go a little more from north to south this time, which will be paralleling more or less. I think we're going to parallel runway 14 to N32 here this time as we complete this turn over the departures area, which is not really well lit. I wish I'd done a slight change to the lighting here, but the departures area on the right and just a bit ahead of us, you can see there with some aircraft on the ground. Looks like at least one WestJet and possibly one Jazz Air. But we're going to get a better look. We'll take a look on the ground from the perspective at the gate just as we close this overflight. Coming back now toward the east and paralleling again, more or less paralleling runway 14 as we cross a little bit to the northwest here. And again, the float docks to our left. Switch to a front view, take a look behind. Again, some beautifully modeled hangars, and the detail on this, I mean, an air tour doesn't do it justice, but I also already made another look at the airport, the new airport from the ground, and you can find that on Flight Doc Reviews on my channel. So as we finish this overflight, and then we'll switch to a ground perspective at the jetway, flying this beautiful Canadian Air livery of the A320. Fly-by-wire A320. You can see the beautiful modeling of these jetways as well with YYJ on them. You got the Mars water bombers. I'm not sure if it's Mars. The water bombers parked here, where they are typically parked in the summer when they're not busy, which isn't going to be this summer at Victoria. And a look toward the airport and the beautiful glass work here.
Do you want to
and all
board
the
crew?
detail that you can see. We'll just wait a second while the loading gets set up, and then we'll have another we'll take a different look at the perspective of the terminal here. This is, by the way, GSX Pro, which if you don't have, you should, especially if you do a lot of gate operations.
Crew boarding
fly the
starting.
big jets, commercial jets. It just adds so much to the simulation. They've really done an amazing job. Adds more time though. If you're wanting fast turnaround and you're using GSX Pro, it's going to add a lot more time to your turnarounds. But that is a realistic feature. So here it is with the night view. Beautiful job in the night lighting as well. You can tell he's really done some nice work. The lines are all really detailed and they are all accurate. I'll get a little bit pullback view here, a little more perspective. Right into the front of the terminal and the passenger arrivals area and some of the parking. Could have used a little more lighting. I think I might make a comment about that. A little more lighting in the parking area at night, but it could be more frame rate friendly this way. There's usually a reason why developers make these choices. Just beautiful modeling overall. I'm so pleased that this has finally arrived, and just I can't find an area where he hasn't paid so much attention to detail. Detailing is just amazing in the terminal and around the terminal as well. So we'll close with this shot from the gate again. The sun rises here, and I hope you enjoyed this look from the air and a little bit from the gates at Roman Design CYYJ Flight Dock Reviews, with another look at a beautiful expansion airport. Bye bye.